Hey, welcome back, my YouTube friends. So you can see I am doing another video on the 67 crew cab. I reckon I'm going to try to get this body on the frame this video. So let's go through what that looks like. That last video that I did, I think I went through a little bit of what I've been up to. Pretty much the same old stuff. There's a few bits and pieces that I've played around with and added since that last video. Master cylinder, got the column in, just cleaned up the firewall. I think that was painted. I don't think I had some of those new zinc plated bolts that I've been playing around with done. But the interior is actually pretty good in terms of almost done. The dash pads in the fascia has been restored. I have gone through and tried to keep as much OEM parts in this truck as possible. So basically cleaning and restoring versus, buying new parts. Certain things that you've got to buy, like I bought a new light switch which I'm waiting on in the mail, dimmer switch for the floor, things like that I've bought new. But in terms of the steering wheel, that's a steering wheel that I found at a swap meet. It's got a couple of little cracks in it, but it's actually pretty good. It cleaned up really nice. Horn buttons, original, obviously radio, knobs. I've just cleaned everything up. Even the actual firewall mat is the original cardboard firewall mat that I've restored. Had a few cracks in it, but repaired them. Put a new rubber skirt, I'm going to call it, at the bottom. Painted it black. Painted black, put it back. Heater has been removed and taken apart and restored. I've got the handbrake, obviously that's all been restored, pedals, column, new rubbers on the pedals and things like that. I've gone through the wiring behind the dash. That's all been, I guess restored as well. It was a bit of a mess. It wasn't too bad. The biggest thing was, oops, that was my head. The biggest thing was someone had actually installed, when I bought the truck, it had like a truck, I think they were like F700s or something. They had like the truck indicator switch. So it was actually hose clamped to the column. And for some reason, they'd pulled the original, wiring out. And they had the wiring coming up through on the bottom of the column here, and to this truck style indicator or turn signal switch. So obviously I removed that. I found another column, restored that column, restored all the wiring, and I actually found the original plugs that was still actually in the truck. They'd just been cut off. So apart from the turn signal wiring, the rest of it was all pretty good. So I was pretty happy with that. I have got a new dash pad. I think I may have gone through this, but let's do it again. New dash pad. Fascia has been restored. The radio was cut out for a later model, like a tape deck. So I had to weld in a replacement piece that I bought off a guy in the States. So I got him to section out the 1 year only 67 radio, which was great. So that's come up really nice. Let's see if I can get in here and show you. So new glove box liner, obviously glove box, and painted everything, and obviously I haven't hooked up the battery just to see if all of my wiring's okay, but I'll be doing that in due time. In terms of the actual visors, again, original visors, mirror, That's a 67 1-year only mirror. And yeah, again, just cleaned up. Nothing too different there. I didn't really want to get new ones. There's nothing wrong with these. These are actually in really good condition. So yeah, basically just clean those up. Just one little thing that people might not know, because I only just found this out. So these are the actual original floors. I didn't do any welding in these floors, which was just amazing. They looked terrible when I first bought the truck. You would have seen the videos, or hopefully you have. If not, go and check them out. It looked like they were really, really bad, but there's absolutely no welding in these floors. So I'm just absolutely stoked on that. The 67, if you ever look at a 68 to 72, they've got a H piece across the ribs, the 3 ribs. So 67s, which I didn't realize, didn't have that vertical piece going across. The passenger sides don't on all models, but on a 67, they don't. So that's actually another 67. I guess detail that I didn't know about. That was a 1-year only. So what are we doing today? I'm going to try to get this chassis, this frame, out of the shed. It's been sitting here for a while, and I've got to move my bead roller. I've bolted that down, but that can just unbolt to get this out of the shed. I've got to move the red truck. I'm just doing an oil change on that at the moment. Move a few things around, clean a few things up. I'm going to try to roll this out straight through here, get it onto my gravel there. I'm going to give it a bit of a bath because it's just got a lot of dust on it. And then I will see if we can get the old body on the frame. So that's pretty exciting. Alrighty, there we have it. Body on. That's pretty cool. She's sitting way high at the front, but I re-arched these springs, and I put too much of an arch in them, to be honest. Even with that engine not in, oops, it's still going to be too high, so I might have to take them out and re-arch them. But there we have it. It's probably not the last time it'll come off. I've sorted out all the body mounts, but I've still got to just sort out all the plates and all the brackets, because the aftermarket body mounts are actually different to the factory ones, so there's a little bit of playing around with that. Alrighty, I rolled her out from underneath the hoist just to give this, give you guys a bit of perspective, do a bit of a walk around. First thing you notice is, man, she's high. I did re-arch those front leaves, and I mean, although the engine's not in and the front clip and all the other bolt-ons, it's still not going to come down. I don't think that much, so I might have to re-arch them. She's super high. But yeah, pretty stoked to get it this far. And even the back, geez, it's not even. I re-arched the front springs because, you know, they normally sag, or I actually like a level truck, and I know that's controversial, but that's what I like. My red truck and my gold truck are pretty much level. I re-arched the red truck. You can see that in the background. It sits level now, and I did the same thing to this thing, but this thing sits way high. I'm hoping, I mean, it's actually a little bit too high. So I need to, like I said, I need to re-arch. I probably can't get perspective on the video, but there is a bit of a reverse rake. And yeah, look, you know, the engine's got to go in, and FE's pretty heavy. The manifold itself is super heavy, but yeah, big change from when I first got it. That interior is looking good. Got new carpet, or I should say vinyl floor mat coming from Dennis Carpenter. But yeah, did I mention that these floors didn't need any rust work whatsoever? I had no welding on these floors. Can you believe that? That's pretty crazy. I know I've mentioned it a million times, but it's just one of those things, right? I mean, it's unheard of. I think the only actually welding in this whole truck was the rear cab corners, which I need to blend in a little bit more. Looks a little bit how you going, but I'll do that when I get the doors on and get the bed on, just to get the colour combination right, the colour shade right. But there we have it. Body on, 1967 crew cab, F250 chassis, all OEM. So I'm trying to build this thing as OEM as possible. If Ford built an F26 crew cab in 1967, which I believe I've heard that they did. Again, another controversial comment. But look, this is my tribute truck. There you go. Cool, guys.